All right, I want to take a look at AVAX today. We have had a few developments since last video I made. So we have continued this downtrend I was looking at. We put in another lower low after this break of structure that we had right here, and then the lower high. We have now come down to the value area low of this range. This was a key level I was looking at. It was also a golden pocket. And we also tapped off of this very key support resistance flip that we have right around there. So we did come down to a very key level. And just like Bitcoin, we didn't see super clear signals on the higher time frames for a bottom here. We didn't see clear divergences on the 4-hour with money flow or momentum. It might have been like a very slight money flow divergence right there as we made that last low. But on the 1-hour, we did see some divergences. Money flow was increasing. This actually doesn't look too bad on the 1-hour. Money flow was steadily trending up. And really the only reason we got this move to the upside was because of the massive move Bitcoin got. And, I got to say the move to the upside did really catch me off guard. At least Bitcoin's move to the upside did. I mean, I'm not surprised AVAX followed. But I wasn't expecting such a violent pump for Bitcoin. And so I wasn't super confident in this low for AVAX, especially since we came like a little bit below that value area low and that key support resistance flip I was looking at. But, nonetheless, we got a nice move off of this area. And we got a move right up to the point of control of this range. It's also a nice little support resistance flip here. And since then, we've gotten a pretty decent retracement here. We have actually come back to the golden pocket of this move. And right now, we may be finding support on this golden pocket. I got to say right now, the 4-hour is looking pretty good on AVAX. We potentially have another trigger wave printing here. Money flow has been increasing. Strictly looking at this 4-hour, this seems like AVAX wants to hold support here. 12-hour not looking super bullish. We got that red dot up here. Money flow is kind of curving to the downside. But this 8-hour is starting to turn around. The 6-hour is starting to turn around. And obviously, whatever AVAX does next is going to be determined by what Bitcoin's doing. If Bitcoin starts to dump, if we see that SFP of the highs on like the high time frames and we really start dumping back down towards these lows, obviously I think AVAX is going to follow. I was saying that if we can close a weekly candle above these previous highs, above those highs that we just SFP'd, I think there is a much better chance of us seeing some upside. So I would really be watching the weekly close to see if this move to the upside is going to be an SFP or not, because that will probably shed a light on what a lot of other alts are going to do. But we can look at some levels, some potential scenarios for if we see upside or downside. And first off, looking at the market structure on the higher time frames for AVAX, this is the last lower high. So this is going to be a very key level. It is, very high up in the range. It's basically at the highs of the range, which is kind of a bad spot for it to be, in my opinion. Technically, we won't break the downtrend until we close above these highs up here, and at that point, we're already at the highs of the range. And I was saying that this kind of makes me think we may want to put in another low, just to maybe make this the lower high now. That would be a lot better in terms of market structure. But if we do not put in another low, if we end up bouncing from this golden pocket, coming up for a new high, we do have an area of confluence right here around the value area low of this downtrend and the golden pocket. And you may also be able to find some order blocks or something around this area. I would actually bet that there is, and yeah, we do have a 6-hour order block right there, right in the middle of the golden pocket. So I'd say this area right around this order block, right around value area high, like 19.9 to like 19.3, that is probably going to be a key level right there. if we, start pumping up towards this high right now, I would definitely be looking for an SFP of it. I feel like there's probably a lot of liquidity up there. And, I feel like there's not going to be a lot of people longing this market structure break, this bullish market structure break, because you'd be longing the high of the range. So it would just make more sense to SFP this. Now, if we zoom in a little bit on the 24-minute, we have broken local market structure here. We broke this bullish market structure that we had by breaking this last higher low, which is different than Bitcoin. Bitcoin still has not broken that local structure, the local uptrend. Even though we did come very close, we double bottomed this last higher low right here. So technically, we are still in a local uptrend for Bitcoin, but AVAX is now in a local downtrend, which, is just internal structure. Doesn't mean all that much. We could easily just come back up for these highs. But I would also be watching these highs up here for an SFP because there isn't really a lower high at the moment for us to break market structure like that. We put in this new low, but we haven't put in a lower high, lower low yet. And for moves to the downside, I guess I'd be watching the point of control of this uptrend. It's right around the 786. We also found support in this area before. I would also be watching the lows to possibly SFP them. There was kind of a trail of liquidity here. We really didn't stop out longs. We stopped out longs that longed over here with this move, but all the people that longed down here, everyone that longed over here is still in those positions. So, if we start coming back down, if we lose the point of control, I'd say we're probably going to start hunting some of those longs, maybe come down for the lows. So really, I'd say the level I'm most interested in right now is going to be this up here where we have that order block, the golden pocket, the value area low. We could also look for some order blocks at the lows. Maybe we had something down there. We do have a 3-hour order block right there. Yeah, we could say we have a 4-hour order block right around that point of control. So that could also be interesting. That was the level I was interested in, so the confluence there is nice. Yeah, I like this. It's right at the 786 as well. Maybe we don't even hit the point of control. Maybe we just tap off the 786. And, yeah, right now these are really the levels I'd be interested in. We could also look for potential absorption where we are at right now. And, hey, maybe we do have some absorption here. Maybe this golden pocket wants to hold. Let's see, actually, do we have absorption? If we do, it's kind of slight, but yeah, there are shorts coming in here, and CVD has made a slightly lower low as price is making higher lows. So maybe this golden pocket wants to hold. Maybe you could say that the low right here is invalidation for this absorption. So if we lose this low, then this was just leading CVD. But if not, maybe someone is trying to build a long position at this golden pocket. 4-hour candle just printed and, showing signs of flopping over with this money flow. The VWAP kind of slowing down a little bit. You could see it was, on a straight path here, and then it kind of slowed down a little bit. So it's slightly flopping over, but this wave still looks pretty good. Let's zoom in a little bit. And 1 hour isn't looking, super clear. Money flow is kind of flattening out at the lows here. Not looking super clear in either direction. So, yeah, just to recap, I'm interested in this area right down here with the order block, the point of control, 786. I'm interested in these lows. I'm interested in these highs. Basically, the highs and the lows of this little range, I guess, that we're forming right here. I'm interested in this golden pocket value area high and order block. I am interested in this high, potentially for an SFP, or to see if we're going to close some candles above it, maybe begin an uptrend again. And yeah, then I can't forget, zooming farther out, this one area I've been waiting for up here, the value area high of the more macro range with the golden pocket. And we now have a high right below that, front running it a little bit, that we could SFP. So this is another idea right here. And yeah, I mean, if we continue dumping, continue putting in another lower low, this 786 and previous range point of control, plus the end of this inefficient price action here. This is also an area I was watching, but I think if we're gonna lose this range, this value area low, and continue putting in lower lows, we're probably going to then target the lows. But anyway, that's pretty much what I'm looking at for AVAX. It's still very unclear what's going to happen. I'd say, honestly, just looking at AVAX alone, ignoring Bitcoin, it seems like it's probably more likely that we continue this downtrend and eventually make a run for these lows. But that could change if Bitcoin's gonna close a weekly candle above those highs. If it's gonna start pushing towards 30K, then this can turn around very quickly. But anyways, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Really appreciate the support. And I will see you all in the next one.